Hey, what's up guys? It's me, Epic Gamer Josh, and I'm back with another Premier League predictions video for you guys. So today is matchday 9 out of 38. So 19 more games to go in this Premier League season. Who's going to win the Premier League? We have no idea. Who's going to be relegated? Well, I know one of the teams are going to get relegated, and that's going to be Norwich. Sorry, Norwich fans, but every time you win the championship, you're always, the first team to go back down. And I don't know why that happens, but anyways. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 matches for you guys today to predict and get through, including one big hitter, which is the classic rivalry between Man United and Liverpool, which is going to be a tough one to call. But always we save the best till last. So let's get cracking right from the top. So Arsenal versus Aston Villa. Well, it's going to be a tough one to call for these teams because, well, Arsenal, they've sort of had a resurgence after losing their first few games of the season and starting the season horribly wrong. They're starting to perk up now and get used to the league again. They're facing Aston Villa, and with Arsenal only managing to draw against Crystal Palace last time out, I'm gonna guess that it's gonna end up in another draw as well. So I'm gonna say Arsenal 1, Aston Villa 1. Moving on to the next game, which is going to be really, really easy to predict. Chelsea versus Norwich. I just got to say, without Timo Werner and Lukaku, I think Chelsea, they're not going to struggle, but they're not going to score as many goals or be as much as a threat as they can be. I'm not going to go with a demolition job of like 5-0 or something because it might not happen, especially without their main 2 goal scorers. But after thrashing Malmö in midweek in the Champions League, I think they're going to take that momentum and apply it against Norwich. So I'm going to say Chelsea 3, Norwich 1. Yeah, Norwich are going to score a goal, unfortunately. Sorry, Chelsea fans. Moving on to Crystal Palace versus Newcastle. Newcastle, as you know, just had their multi 100,000 millions takeover by a few Saudis. They've just sacked Steve. Well, I don't know whether they sacked Steve Bruce or Steve Bruce has just left with mutual consent, but Newcastle, they don't have a manager and they don't have one lined up yet. And I think with the putting on a good showing against Tottenham, I think they're going to put a good showing on against Crystal Palace. And Newcastle fans, they're going to start, turning up to away games again in their droves and egg their team on to win. So I'm gonna take a guess. I'm gonna take a swipe and say that Newcastle are going to win 2-0. Moving on to the next match, which is Leeds United versus Wolves. No point getting me hopes up on this one about which one of these teams are going to win because both teams are struggling very much in the league. You can see on Marcelo Bielsa's face that he's not enjoying the current league. Well, the current standings in the league where Leeds are. Wolves, they're not doing too good either, but they seem to be on a resurgence since Raul Jimenez came back from injury. So it's going to be a tough crowd at Elland Road, but I think Wolves are going to Wolverine their way through. So I'm going to say Wolves for a 3-1 win for Wolves. Moving on to Everton and Watford. My prediction for this one's going to be Everton. Watford, they're not really that good. I know Everton aren't that good either, but I mean, Everton's just most likely got the upper hand, and they've always had the upper hand against Watford. I'm just going to go for a slender scoreline of 1-0 to Everton. Moving on to Southampton versus Burnley. Both teams are struggling, and Burnley are in trouble. They've not won a single game yet, and to be quite honest, going to the match next week between Burnley and Brentford, I have no hope for Brentford, not for Burnley to win, but they might do. But anyways, I'm just going to predict, I'm going to say Southampton are going to win 2-0. Don't know why, but I just have that feeling they're going to win 2-0. Moving on to the next game, which is Brighton versus Man City. Now that is going to be a tough one to call. I mean, Brighton, they're in excellent form this season already. They've drawn against Arsenal, which normally they lose to teams like Arsenal. They are in the top end of the Premier League, which is surprising. And facing Man City, I mean, I don't know. I am gonna risk it for a biscuit and say that Brighton and Man City are gonna draw 0-0 or 0-0. I'm gonna go for a 0-0 draw. Moving on to the next match, which is a London derby, another London derby, West Ham versus Tottenham. West Ham, they are flying high in the Europa League. They're not flying so high in the Premier League, but they are a new team, obviously under David Moyes. I don't know what's happening with them this season, but they've changed and they've become a better team than they were a few years ago. I think West Ham are going to have the upper edge over Tottenham. I mean, Tottenham last night, they shocked and everything. They were shocked by Vitesse. They succumbed to defeat by Vitesse because obviously I don't know why Nuno to leave his players at home, but they did and they showed. With the key players getting the key rest, I mean Tottenham, they're probably going to be ready to bounce back. So I'm going to say probably a 2-2 draw between Tottenham and West Ham. Moving on to the second to last game of this week's Premier League games, Brentford versus Leicester. Brentford, they're going well in the Premier League. They got a few wins under the belt and a few draws, well, a couple of draws, and they're holding the Premier League giants. They beat Arsenal on opening day, then they've not beaten Liverpool. They drew against Liverpool. And I think Leicester's going to be another team now looking to threaten, Brentford. But I think Brentford's going to stand strong, and I think Brentford are just going to pip Leicester to the 3 points. I'm going to say Brentford 3, Leicester 2. Now moving on to the big one. How many times am I going to say this? Not this season. The big one. Manchester United and Liverpool. Oof, that is going to be tough. The last time Liverpool faced a top Premier League team, obviously, was when they drew 0-0 with Chelsea. 0-0 or 1-1 with Chelsea. Can't really remember, but they drew with Chelsea, and I mean, Man U have Ronaldo now and Sancho and everything, but even though they got Ronaldo and Sancho and everything, they're still a substandard Premier League team. And it's going to be great to see them both in action, both Liverpool and Man U. And, I mean, both teams won in the Champions League in midweek. Liverpool overcame Atletico Madrid, and I don't know how Manchester United did it, but they went 2-0 down against Atalanta, but then resurged to a 3-2 win. I mean, I'm looking at probably a small goal fest here. I'm gonna say 2-2 draw. I'm gonna have to, because I don't think any of those two teams are gonna win tomorrow, and not tomorrow, on Sunday. Sorry. Yeah, I'm just gonna say 2-2 draw between Man U and Liverpool. So yeah, guys, that is it for this Premier League predictions video. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed doing it. You guys are free to comment your predictions in the comments. And next week, guys, now the Premier League predictions video will be recorded earlier than Friday, because obviously due to possible work commitments. So I will be recording the video probably as soon as tomorrow. If not, then somewhere through the week. But I will post it on YouTube for Friday, as I always do. Next week is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Next week is no, it's not the final match day before thing, is it? No. Next week we have some massive games such as Man U and Tottenham, Chelsea, Newcastle, Liverpool, Brighton. So I look forward to predicting those for you live from Turf Moor. So then, guys, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed as much as I did. If you did, then don't forget to drop a like. And if you are new to the channel or not yet subscribed, then come and subscribe to the channel to see more awesome epic content from me, Epic Gamer Josh. You won't want to miss anything that's coming up in the weeks and months ahead. And just to pan over to my fiancée there, that's looking at her phone because she's a ginger, and you know, yeah, itch that booty, girl. Anyways, guys, until next time, stay safe, stay positive, and I'll see you in the next streaming video. Tonight, guys, I will not be streaming. I am taking the day off from streaming today, so you won't be seeing any streams from me today. Well, tonight. So yeah, that's it, folks. Stay safe, stay positive, and I'll see you all in the next video or stream. Peace out, guys, and thank you for watching. And also, don't forget to like and subscribe.